pretty much every kind of improv imaginable over the course of the 40 hours, and
What about Star Trekking?
Yeah.
we did that. We did it.
What about Kabam?
Yeah.
What about Floyd Donut?
Yeah.
Double time.
That's it. That's all the improv there is.
So for the final show, we're gonna try to do a story, and there's no way to really do this final show. It's going to be too much or too little, regardless of whatever it is. So we're each gonna talk a little bit about the marathon for us, very briefly, and that's going to inform our part of the story. Yeah. So for me, the whole time, 40 hours of improv, it was just like this amazing study in being on the sidelines, watching improv happen, and whether or not I was in the moment, watching all the improv, and just going in whenever something was needed, or when I was kind of planning, thinking, and like, oh, what would be the funny scene to start next? So that's what mine's going to be. I'm going to be in the moment in this story the entire time. Not a single thing planned. No goddamn thing.
So clearly, we're suffering from some form of sleep deprivation, and
Clearly.
Pretty much the one form.
primary. And for me, that whole experience was what sort of defined the 40 hours, because there were moments of I can't really describe it except for like kind of soul-sucking, like sublime, hope, like universal, like depression that nothing is anything.
Wow.
That's funny.
And those moments would come and then they would go away.
Just truth here, was it?
No, it's true. It's true. Like real, like oh my God, like what's this all about? Everything's meaningless. This is horrible. So yeah. So I had some moments of that, and that will be an inspiration.
For me, I went through these crazy highs and lows, but not just like once or twice. Like I feel like 30 different times. I would feel my body like shutting down. That's one thing. Like slowly this pain creeping down through my body. And at one point during Maestro, I felt literally like I was gonna faint. But there was a ton of screaming people around me. They're like, "Get up, number 9!" They like wouldn't let me get eliminated and stuff like that. And then I would have these amazing highs where I was just really awake and I was like, "This is great. This is just like any old improv weekend, you know, doing 5 shows or whatever, not 40. I was like, I could totally do this. And then I felt a lot of anger sometimes, like just like fucking crazy anger towards other people in the cast, towards the guest troops. And I was like, don't shove me out of the way. We have to edit. Like that pissed me off. And then other times I was like, oh my God, I love everybody. I love everybody. This is so amazing. And so, in this story, my characters are going to be like bipolar.
The anxiety of being continually scrutinized leads to a lot of self-overhearing. Which is good. Self-overhearing is a good thing. You need to be able to put distance between you and yourself. You need to be able to watch yourself from a remove. In life in general, I think. And to be disgusted with yourself sometimes. But what is somewhat unique about this situation is that you are two literally... Oh God, this stupid use of the I scratch that.
Curtis, we only have 15 minutes.
Sorry.
Yes.
You are too exhausted to do anything to amend the parts of yourself and the decisions you are making that you loathe as you are making them. There's no time. You're too exhausted to fix yourself. Too exhausted to fix yourself.
True.
I know we're focusing on the negative, but that's only because we've done this. When there comes a time that we can't actually remember what it felt like to do this, this will become a more positive experience. The point being, in this story, I will play a character who is in a great amount of anxiety about his own decision making.
I would just say the worst thing about this whole thing was there were a few times when I really thought I was going to start crying for no reason, and I just was super paranoid that other people were mad at me, and even people I know love me. I thought fuck, are they mad at me right now? And strangers, people that I hadn't met before, played with before, and sort of thinking oh, do they think I suck? Are they mad at me? And is that a fucking choice that I made? And whatever. So I think in this narrative story, I'll be playing someone who's paranoid about other people being mad at them.
For me, doing 40 hours of improv in Austin is, from the get-go, when I first heard the idea, I was like, I have to do that. Because I haven't been living in Austin recently, and I probably, in the last year, have done 40 hours of improv, probably less. So to do a bunch of it all in one weekend is really great.
Get it all done.
Get it all done, boom, done. But I wanted, when you're out of practice, you're not sure you can do something. So my character or characters, whatever, are going to be hoping that they can get their groove back. That's kind of their style. They're not sure that they're still as good as they were.
Sweet. My lasting memory from the last 40 hours, besides my voice sounding like this, is that there was zero downtime. We'd finish a show, yeah! We'd run off the stage, all right, I have 3 minutes to do every biological thing a human can do, and then run the hell back on the stage. So there was absolutely zero downtime, but despite that, I never got angry except for once, where I flipped off Michael Thomas, who had a camera in my face. Besides that, I never got angry or upset because I realized doing this because I love it, and it's the thing I love, and that's it. So I'm going to play a character who's just happy with all the decisions that he makes.
Opa!
So, the last 40 hours we've been doing show after show after show, ... One of the things that really surprised me, though, was there was always people sitting in the chairs, even at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah!
In the green room, there was always magically food and cold water available. There was just everything provided. It was there, and I didn't even realize that people were doing it. Realize that people were coming. Why on earth, dear God, are people coming to downtown at 4 in the morning? The bars are closed. But, yes. So true. So my point is, to honor that, I'll be playing a lot of support.
Oh.